So, and if you think rugby field, so there are 4 key strengths of Japan style. So having a wide number of speed, so being faster, lower, more aggressive, and higher in running endurance against opponent. So we said 4H. So like a cheetah, we run fast and quick, and lower in tackle. So, but this is very controversial. If coach say, so play go low tackle and low contact, it's maybe to increase the injury. So this is a very controversial aspect. But so as a coaching director, this is one of the Japan's strengths. Then so we put on the lower is the main aspect. And next one is aggressive to drive. Last one is the running endurance against opponent. So then we said keyword 4H. If you said fast, lower, aggressive, running endurance, say in Japanese, hayaku, hikuku, hageshiku is aggressive, hashirikatsu endurance. So each Japan age grade use this word. And next, so I would like to explain the basic concept of middle and long-term player development. So this is the pyramid of education for players. So basement is the lowest layer is learn the correct form. And the middle one is increase speed. They put on the pressure and weight is the top. If you mistake this order, so player cannot take peak performance. So one of the problem is that in Japan, most teams tend to only focus on the winning at the tournament in the respective age grade. So this is problems of management of Japan, JLFU. But so we think basic concept is right order, as I said, from the correct form to the increased speed and put on the pressure and the weight. So follow the plan that drives a solid long-term improvement instead of achieving a short-time goal. So the coaches really wanted to win at the tournament. So then easy to take like the other way, to put on the pressure and the weight. If so, easy to win at the tournament. But so now we are hire the coaches specializing in the strength and conditioning for expand of these ideas. So next is a framework for the development of the elite players. So elite players is in a structured framework. For example, under 16, 47 prefectures to 9 blocks are representative. For example, in the under 70, 9 blocks representative to under 70 squad. And under 18, 3 regions to the under 18 squad. It means we use, say, 9 block system and 3 region systems. This is map of Japan. So we divide it into 9 blocks to this, and they have each youth coaches then utilize the integrated program and manuals at the moment. But over the under 18, we said selection-based framework. It means under 20 squad and Japan A and Japan, the head coach and the staff independently choose the player directly. There's no resource data bank. So that is one of the problems. So I think it's better to like these selection-based framework more to the structured framework in the near future. It's one of my tasks. So let me show you my mission of the coaching director. My biggest mission is establish a framework and execute a specific project in order to identify, develop, and strengthen coaches. And Japan could win at the global arena, ultimately became the quarter finalist. So the midterm target is 100 world-class coaches by 2015 World Cup. Initiatives is establish a collectively aligned long-term development framework and coaching assessment system, and manage resource coaches. Resource coaches mean candidate for Team Japan coaching staff. So, and provide training program and increase interactions with other countries in the field of coaching. And revise the coaching license system. This is combined with IRB and organize and supervise training camp and competitions. That because, as I said, the tournament is very controversial in each age, each categories. Then, so we think about change the rule. So using the mall or using the contact, using the space. So now I'm organizing and supervising the tournament. And the structure for developing elite coaches. This is resource coach management. So we have now 8 categories of Japan. So this is a kind of resource coach pool data bank. And the Japan head coach and coaches is excluded. The resource coach is in charge of, for example, Japan A or under 20 head coach and Japan A box coach. So like these. Resource coaches are assigned by the governing body, for example, ATQ committee, general manager, high performance manager, coaching director. Governing body evaluate and assign the resource coaches and provide the training program and assess them. And so they have many chances to coach not only one categories like under 17s, men's, sevens, women's, and we look at possibility of what is best coaching suit for them. Then, so resource coach should have ability to manage not only coaching on the ground. So resource coaches have ability to manage of the framework. So framework to develop and improve by applying 3 processes in all activities. A plan and preparation, develop an overall plan, training plan, program, meeting plan, game plans. So usually easy to make plan for training and game plan. So people love to, coaches tend to love to make game plan and training plan, but meeting plan is very important. So there are many meeting style. For example, the presentation for the strategies, sometimes reviewing meeting, discussing meeting, 1v1 meeting, coach meeting, staff meeting. So we have to create the efficient, the best meeting plan and execute training session, meeting session, matches, and review overall. So review the training, meeting, and matches also. So this is one tool to cycle the execution. So this is a check for educate planning. So find out through the asking the question yourself. Of course, I'm going to, so one of my job is to assess, evaluate, and educate coach. But I don't like to directly to teach them. I always find out, asking the question themselves. So this is based on the principle of Japan rugby style, not top down, it's a bottom up. So think themselves. So, and always said question have powers. For example, what is the goal? So what do you want to achieve? Why? So is the goal clear? How much time do you have? For example, so how do we navigate towards a goal? Like this question, so coach, resource coach have to think by themselves. Not only planning, this is check for the educated training session. So for example, are you clear with what good and bad image would be with the training? Or is the reason of failure clear? Or is the situation appropriately set up for the exercise? So, and the last one is a checklist for review. Review is very important. So what is the goal? What was the goal you have set? Did you achieve the goal? So what was the plan you made? So what worked as planned? Why? And this question 7 is one of the typical question of executive coaching and business coaching. If you do this again, what change will you make? So many coaches who are very confident with themselves always say, so what did you do? Yes, I'm perfect. I'm no change. Okay, if you have a chance to again, can you change? Will you change anything? So then think about more good training. So, and last one is what was your learnings through the training and meetings? What was your learning? So this question list is we have make format, and each resource coach has to take to the governance body and we check the priority.